He's coming down from the signboard, a warning sign, and the picture is hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here at the Margalla Trail 5 in the Margalla National Park in Islamabad. There are so many colors, so many facets of this land that we can actually explore for you. This is the northeastern border of the Islamabad Capital Territory, the capital of Pakistan. This demarcates the border between the KP province and the Federal Capital Territory. This Margalla National Park was instituted back in 1980s in a bid to execute the conservation projects, to secure and to protect the natural wildlife and as well as the fauna of this region. So a lot has been done since then. It's been like more than 40 years since this Margalla National Park was categorized as a national park. So we're gonna take this trail today. We're not gonna go all the way to the top, but we will be going to the natural water stream. It's almost near the top, and I think it has been there for many years. I think several hundred years, because the way it has shaped the stones is very interesting. Let's go check it out. So this is a relatively new signboard, a warning sign, and the picture is from the IWMB's camera traps. It says do not come on the trail at dusk or dawn, means if it's dark, and if you encounter a leopard, don't try to run, otherwise you could think you're a prey. And if you think the growling of sort, try to avoid that place or return, and try to be in groups and don't try to hike alone. So this is interesting, really. It's kind of a bit of a scary for somebody who's coming for the hike. So this is like an outdoor excursion, a daily routine for many hikers, you know. And because of the fact that it is close to the red zone in Islamabad, means it's very close to the diplomatic enclave, means it attracts a lot of diplomats, a lot of foreigners who've been residing here in Islamabad, working for different companies, you know. They take this trail on a regular basis. And if you can just sit down and listen to the natural music of this place, it's really outstanding, because there's so many varieties of birds here, and that you actually can see crossing your path. That is really amazing experience to be here on these trails. And because of the fact that it's been raining almost for a month now, so, and we are at the beginning of April, but still it's quite chilly in the mornings. And when you're alone, especially in this place, you hear a lot of movement in this jungle, and it is kind of scary at times because you're not sure what you're actually going to encounter. So this wildlife board, the Islamabad Wildlife Management Board, was instituted back in 2015, and it has since done a remarkable job in the conservation efforts which have been launched to protect the wildlife of this place, of the Margalla National Park. And some of the species which have been on the list of critically endangered species, like the barking deer and the common leopard, they have seen a revival in their numbers. They're getting back to a decent strength. And because, as we know, leopards are the top predator here. They are the top of the triangle, the food chain. So to ensure the numbers and the strength of the leopard is maintained and is protected, and shows that the rest of the triangle is in good health. The good thing is that the people of Islamabad have realized the importance of how they're supposed to protect this. And now you can see that we do not see much of trash here. The trails are really pretty clean. A lot of effort have been put in by the IWMB to install the trash cans and to launch the signboards, to inform the public, to protect the place, the environment. Now, as far as wildlife is concerned, we have already talked about the common leopard. It's a big cat. It's pretty big in size and can take down a healthy man, but this is not what it normally does. It is a nocturnal animal, means it prowls in the night, looks for its food and prey in the night. It doesn't really trespasses these trails. Not that they cannot, but it normally doesn't happen. The board collects the data of these big cats by placing camera traps and getting the data from those camera traps, from those footage, and then obviously breaking it down. One of the many ways that the conservationists actually keep track of different big cats is by the patterns of the skin and the size of the paw. They can eventually get an idea of what would possibly the weight of the big cat. Then obviously the coloration, the eyes, so many different things that they get, the kind of data they get from the camera, and that they're able to figure out how many leopards exactly are there, what are their territories, and what are the places where they're not supposed to let the hikers go to those places. So this is one of the many ways the wildlife conservationists actually get their data. So there are places that they've actually put signboards that they are not supposed to go on this trail, and that is because of the fact that the leopard has been spotted so many times on this trail that they tell the hikers that not to go in this region, probably because this might be the leopard's territory, and because being a territorial animal, obviously it can get nasty. So we're gonna walk for a little while so that you can experience the sights and sounds without me disturbing you in that regard. It's a beautiful bird, and there's so many of them around. Just keep walking. I haven't seen any of them fly, and I think this is a male because of the coloration and all, but the female is slightly beige in color. I feel so lucky to be so close to this bird, still be able to film. Quite a privilege. So these are the kind of ravines which are normally flooded during the monsoon season. It's difficult to cross them. This is the path of the flash floods or the rain floods. Actually come on from this way and happens in July and August, which are the peak monsoon seasons. Margallas are actually the western offshoot of Himalayas. But if you want to put it like they're the starting point, then obviously this may be the starting point of the Himalayas as well, which is quite interesting because some of the biggest 8,000ers belong to this mountain range, and it's the highest mountain range in the world. And we are so lucky to be in such close proximity that we can actually go on these trails every day and still be at home. Quite fortunate. It's not really demanding, this hike, but if you're not used to it, then it can take a little bit of toll. But if you really want to keep yourself fit, if you're living in Islamabad, once or twice in a week would really help a lot. Keep you fit and lose all the fat. I can hear the sound of water splashing somewhere. I think, yeah, I'll leave it there. So this is kind of a place of worship. Normally in Desi language is known as Chilaga, of most probably the saint of Bari Imam. He's a very famous Sufi saint of the region. His tomb is right at the bottom of Margalla's. It's known as the Bari Imam. And this is the place, this is the water stream I was talking about. And I've actually seen freshwater crabs here with very different coloration. In fact, purple in colors. Which means this is a very, very ancient, a very old water stream. And the wildlife has kind of evolved around it. It goes down all the way, mixing with the rainwater streams, which are so very common in this part. And you can see these date trees. Date is a kind of a sacred tree in Islam. So every Sufi saint or the holy place has one or two date trees. And we're gonna go up and see how are things. This is kind of a bit slippery, so we're gonna take this route. Looks a bit safer. So among the wildlife, we also have rhesus monkeys, which are so common and kind of like a pest here. I normally would spot a couple, but I don't see any today hopping around in the trees. And also we have good variety of snakes here, both venomous and non-venomous. Now something has happened with this stream here. It kind of like blocked it, but still find it anymore. So this is a freshwater stream, means you can drink it. It's potable, and I'm sure it's going to be really delicious. And of course, the hallmark of Pakistanis, name of their girlfriends, their phone numbers. Banders were here, Hamza, Daniel, Aksa. All right, nice place to leave a memory, I guess, huh? So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like and comment. Do not forget to share. Until we catch you later. Ciao.